Hello, students. Thank you for learning with me so far. We are going to be in week 7 of our textbook. This is our last story. This story is on page 84. We're going to read it together and answer some questions again, right? So good question practice. Remember, we're listening for information and listening to understand what the people in the story are doing. All right, so we can read together. Page 84. Working hard. Working hard. This is Oscar. Oscar is from Mexico, but he has lived in the United States for over 20 years. He has worked at McDonald's for 12 years. He was a cook, but now he is the shift manager at McDonald's. Oscar enjoys his job, but his job can be stressful. Today, Oscar is working very hard because one of his employees called off this morning. Julio, the cashier, called and said, "I'm sorry, Oscar. I can't come to work today. My daughter is sick, and I need to take her to the doctor." It is 11:30 in the morning. It is lunchtime. Lunchtime is always busy at McDonald's. The first customer comes up to order. He is a tall man. He looks hungry. Oscar asks, "How can I help you?" The customer says, "Hi, I'd like 2 cheeseburgers, large fries, and a large soda." Oscar says, "Great, your total is $14.52. The customer pays with a credit card. Oscar asks, "Would you like your receipt?" The customer says, "No thanks." The second customer comes up to order. She is a woman with 3 small children. All of the children are fighting and crying. They are really loud. They are giving Oscar a headache. Oscar asks, "How can I help you?" The woman says, "Hi, I'd like 3 cheeseburgers and 2 small fries, please." Oscar asks, "Would you like a drink with that?" The woman says, "Yes, I'd like 3 small sodas, please." Oscar says, "Great, your total is $9.89. The woman pays with cash and walks away. Oscar sees there is now a long line of people. It is going to be a long day. All right, very good. So this is our week 7 story called Working Hard. And I dropped my pencil. All right. So you can practice reading for information in the story to answer these questions. But for now, I have my own teacher packet of questions. I'm going to read. You can listen. We'll talk through the questions together. So question 1. Where is Oscar from? Where is Oscar from? Right, so if we can look in your book, where is Oscar from? I'm reading, I say, oh, Oscar is from Mexico. Here's our answer. Oscar is from Mexico. Good. So that's the answer to question 1. Question 2. How long has Oscar lived in the United States? How long has Oscar lived in the United States? And if you keep reading, Mexico, but he has lived in the United States, for over 20 years. That is a long time, right? So how long has Oscar lived in the United States? You tell me. You should know now. Good question. 3. Where does he work? Where does he work? Right? We can say where. Remember, where asks about a location. We can say at McDonald's is where he works. Question 4. What is his job now? What is his job now? So, this question talks about what is his job now? He was a cook, but now he is a shift manager, right? So that's question 4. What is his job now? Moving on, question 5. Does Oscar like his job? Does Oscar like his job? For this question, here's your hint. You have to know, what does this word mean? Is enjoy similar to like? So that's how we answer that. I'll let you think about it. Moving on. Question 6. Why can't Julio come to work today? Why can't Julio come to work today? Right? Julio says, can't come to work. Why? Right? Why can't Julio come to work today? Right? His daughter is sick. Take her to the doctor. Very good. All right. Next question, number 7. Who orders first? Who orders first? So reading the story, thinking about who orders first? Well, here's the word first. First customer. So who is the first customer? He is a tall man. The tall man orders first. Question 8. What does he order? What does he order? Right? What does he order? You can read that here. You tell me, what does he order? Good. I'm sure it was good. Okay. Number 9. Did the first customer want a receipt? Does the first customer want a receipt? So for this question, you have to remember, who is the first customer? The first customer? Tall man. Does the tall man, does he want a receipt? Very good. Okay. Next question. Question 10. Why is it really loud when the second customer orders? Why is it really loud? So here is the information about our second customer. So reading. Here's our word really loud. What's really loud? 3 small children fighting and crying. 3 small children fighting and crying. So students, we'll talk about this in class, but if you remember, fighting is fighting, right? Punch, punch, and crying. So all the children, if you are a parent, I'm sure you know this much more than I do. So all the children are fighting and crying very loud. Gives Oscar a headache. Ow, ow, ow. Gives him a headache. Very good. Okay, so that's question number 11. Or question 10. Why is it really loud when the second customer orders. You can say, it is loud because, and then give the reason. It is loud because. So if you remember why and because. B-E-C-A-U-S, because, goes with our why questions. Very good. Okay. Moving on to question 11. How much is the second customer's order? How much? Right? How much money? This is easy because it's a number. How much? Very good. Okay. 2 more questions. What does Oscar see after the second customer leaves? What does Oscar see? Right? The woman pays with cash and walks away. Oscar sees. Oh, look, here's our word see. Oscar sees a long line of people. Right? Oscar sees after the second customer leaves, walks away. Right? Long line of people. So, students, what does Oscar see after the second customer leaves? Good. Now, question 13. Why is it going to be a long day? Why is it going to be a long day? This one you have to think about and then tell me. This, number 13, last question, the answer is not in the book. You have to think about it and tell me. So, very good. So this is our story and questions for week 7, our last story in this textbook. So, good job, students.